I was just trying to see if they were actually paying attention or not.
I doubt it, but it'd be fun to find out. There will be a quiz.
Well,
be a
no,
quiz at the end
in
of the
regards
day.
to that, we were just wanted to say something really quick after you say your intro opening.
After I say my intro, because it's Monday and it's 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, then it's Mighty Monkeys Nerd World News. And I am your host, Lawrence Welk. With me, as always, my friend and cohort, Liberace. Nice to see you, Libs. How you been?
Not too bad.
You look good.
Thanks.
For having been dead for 40 years.
Yeah.
You know,
I was going to say, it wasn't supposed to like pop up that fast in regards to guest announcement, but
this?
Okay.
This screen right here?
That one, guest announcements. They are coming soon. Probably within the next week to 10 days at the maximum.
Which social media channels will they be on, Tanya?
Chances are they'll be on our FC3 page on Facebook.
On Facebook.
They will most likely be on Instagram. Very rarely do we use Twitter.
Well, it doesn't exist anymore. That's why we don't use it.
Oh, X. Okay, maybe on X. I'm not sure if we post to there or whatever, and potentially TikTok if we can figure out how to.
Finally.
You know
that's low, dude. You don't know how much we've been stressing out over this.
We have been working on these.
We've been working on these since before the new year. Since before the new year, we started.
Well, right, but like I started contracts going out in January.
Yes. Hey, Sierra.
But the one that we're probably going to announce, that contract went out, got back, whatever, one day.
So there will be a total of 4 guest announcements over the next few weeks. We have 4. There will be now 5. It will not be 6 or 7. It will not be 3, 2, or 1. It will be 4. 4.
The number of the day could be 4.
Will you get them all on the same day?
No.
You will be getting them in succession as we have them available to us. But
Stop.
You shush. Nobody asked you.
She's excited too because she knows that there's guest announcements coming.
Shush. You know what? You've been driving me nuts with that lately, little girl. Way too much talking.
She's an Australian Shepherd.
No.
I'm an Australian Shepherd. Of course I'm going to be sassy.
Yeah. Okay. So.
So, yes, Melanie has been kind of in the loop with just how many emails that I'm going back and forth. One agent going back and forth, looking today to going whatever, getting questions answered, whatever, getting contracts. Right now, I'm on email chain number 80. Going back and forth between it is a long process.
It's not normally this long, which is why it's been so frustrating for us, but this is going to be the way of things for the future because people are there's 2 factors working against us for this type of a situation. There's the fact that we are now moving into a new echelon of guest. We are not getting the folks that were on TV in the 90s. You know, we're not going for folks who were popular. They're legends. There's from the 70s and 80s, but haven't done much as of late.
They're still legends.
We're getting people who are more current now. We're dipping our toe into the waters of folks that you have seen recently. People who are still active at this point. People who have been on TV as recently as this year are going to be coming to the show this year. So that's made things a lot more challenging for us. We're also dealing with a new agency that doesn't just take, here's some behind the scenes kind of stuff. Usually when we set up a guest, what happened is that they have a guarantee, right? So they come to the show and they're expecting to make a certain amount of money that weekend for being at the show. And they make that money by selling autographs and photos and et cetera, and merchandise and whatnot. Austin St. John is an expert at that, by the way. He was amazing at that on both times he's been with us. So what's happening is now we're dealing with people who want everything up front. So, you want us to be there for such and such $1,000? Then we want all that such and such $1,000 before we walk into the building. And that makes things a little bit more challenging. We have to work the contracts a little differently. We have to make sure that we're able to, put that all together ahead of time. So we are moving into a new echelon of guest Will it be New York City Comic-Con level stuff? Yeah, actually, these are folks who will go to New York City or San Diego.
But just a small slice.
Just a small slice. We're not getting RDJ, but nothing to see here. So as we've always talked about transparency. So these are the things we want to tell you about. So in the very near future, probably as recent as next week,
as it was within 7 to 10 days.
7 to 10 days.
Have at least one guest announcement, if not two.
And we're going to stick with one per announcement, and that will be over the course of the next 4 to 5 weeks. We're going to be firing those off. So there you have it. That's the whole thing about guests. So pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. No, I like the man behind the curtain. He's very nice. He's my friend, and I love him. But so Vicky's on board, Mel's here, Sierra's here, Dan the man, Mr. President is here, John's on board, and Greg is here.
Melanie's like, Tiny's like 7 to 10 days. Stop trying to push it. No, Anne told me to say 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
So the minimum is 7 days. The maximum that you'll probably hear a guest announcement will be 10 days hence.
John really enjoyed the new episodes of Doctor Who, also caught up with X-Men 97. We are going to talk a little bit about Doctor Who tonight, but we are not going to be discussing the episodes in any great depth, not until everybody's had a chance to see them. So expect us to start going over Space Babies and The Devil's Cord next week. So we're going to start looking into that. And Chrissy Harding's on board. Hello,
Dan goes, you'll hear before September.
Most likely. Yes.
Meaning the guest announcements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll be a thing.
Hopefully before July.
Hopefully before July. Well, over the course of the end of May and early June, we'll be getting those. Yeah, there's a possible 5th guest announcement that'll pop up sometime in June. He's gonna be small.
Yeah, but
he's gonna be little.
Yeah, but we're not going to like
not jinxing that.
Yes,
he's gonna be little.
Melanie's like, or just turn up and see who's there, or pay attention to our social media channels.
Yeah, for change.
So, Dan's actually on board tonight.
That's awesome. I'm loving that.
He doesn't have like anything to like. Kids are not like getting in with like
activities and stuff. Yeah,
must be like, I don't know.
It works out really well. Okay, so let's jump into some stuff here.
Talking a little bit about Doctor Who.
Yeah. All right. So this young lady right here, Susan Twist, has now played 4 different characters in Doctor Who since 2023.
That was only 5 months ago.
Actor Susan Twist has so far appeared as 4 distinct characters in Disney's era of Doctor Who, and her recurring casting hasn't yet been openly acknowledged by any members of the cast itself. After first appearing in Wild Blue Yonder, she went on to have another small part in Doctor Who's 2023 Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road. She also starred in Doctor Who Season 14, Episodes 1 and 2, otherwise known as Space Babies, and The Devil's Cord. Twist is perhaps the most noticeable in The Devil's Cord as she charges Ruby and the Doctor for their drinks at EMI Studios. Doctor Who underwent a soft reboot in the 2023 Christmas special, making it surprising that Twist's mysterious character has carried over from David Tennant's return as Doctor in Gatwa's area of the show. There is a trend of Doctor Who actors playing multiple roles, with former Doctor Who actor Peter Capaldi playing as many as 3 distinct characters in the Doctor Who universe. However, Twist's ongoing cameos are being handled with an unusual amount of subtlety, suggesting much more than a simple casting quirk. At this point, and I have commentary for this after I finish reading this script. At this point, it would be a huge surprise if Susan Twist never appeared in Doctor Who again. It's obvious from her unexplained appearances across space and time in multiple roles that Russell T Davies has something huge in mind for Susan Twist's true character. A great parallel for comparison can be taken from Davies' initial spell as Doctor Who's showrunner back in 2005. Christopher Eccleston's Ninth Doctor and Billie Piper's Rose Tyler often experienced the phrase bad wolf during their adventures, with the payoff only arriving at the end of Doctor Who's Season 1. Susan Twist's roles haven't been focused on within Doctor Who and are instead laying the groundwork for what is surely to come regarding who she is playing. What's arguably the most unnerving part about her cameos is that she's portraying incredibly grounded characters that don't outwardly display much power or influence. However, her ability to either Her ability to either live in an incredibly long life or travel through time at all suggests she will either be a welcome ally or a formidable villain. One thing is clear, there's a big plot twist on Doctor Who's horizon, and Susan Twist will be involved. Go to ScreenRant.com to check out the other possible theories surrounding Susan Twist's characters. My theory is that she is the biggest red herring because she's got people talking about it. I'm going to be absolutely straightforward with you. Russell T Davies is not above screwing with people. So I don't think it's anything of it. I don't think that this is going to be a thing. Now, a few months from now, I will probably be eating crow.
Maybe.
But I don't think I'm wrong in that one.
I was going to say, Melanie goes, okay, we only have like 25 actors to rotate between in England, right?
Seriously.
And Greg goes, and Canada.
And Canada.
Greg, and then Melanie's like, I think Canada now has 26.
They were all in Lost Girl and Murdoch Mysteries. See, thank you, Mel. I appreciate you. I think what it is just creative recycling of a woman who has great presence and great adaptability, and she's able to fill in different spots. And she's playing these subtle background characters because you don't need to draw a lot of attention to it. Now, we have gotten into the era in the past few years that everybody has to theory craft the hell out of everything. Folks have made their entire YouTube career out of theory crafting everything. So I'm going to go on record saying I don't think Susan Twist has that big of a deal ahead of her. I think right now, because of all of these theory crafting going on, that Russell T Davies is sitting back in his chair and laughing his butt off, to be honest with you.
Enjoying all the
enjoying all the speculation because the speculation, it's free advertising.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's free advertising, and he's just kicking back and loving it.
Well, I figured with the series premiere of Doctor Who this past weekend, I was looking for articles and just things to talk about tonight, other than the fact that we're going to have a guest announcement, and we're going to make sure I mention the cosplay meetup in a second.
You have notes.
I do have notes, and said write these down.
Okay. So, yes, the cosplay meetup this Saturday from 6 to 9.
Slide.
I did see Sierra mentioning that. Yes. Sierra was talking about something about that. I don't think she's going to.
There's a slide after this one.
I get that.
Yeah, she won't be able to come. She's camping.
Can't make it to Bill Gray meetup because I'm camping, but I'll definitely be at the main show. We're looking forward to seeing you, Sierra. Okay, well, you made the graphics, so let me go ahead and pop that up. There it is. Cosplay meetup. Costumes and cosplays welcome, but not required. Everyone is welcome to come hang out with us. Food and drinks will be available to purchase at Bill Gray's. Enter the giveaway. Come between 6 and 8 p.m. and claim your free raffle ticket by using the code word FC3. Prize provided by Crafting for Good and Melanie Muses. Melanie will be available to answer cosplay questions and pose for pictures. That's awesome.
So either say FC3, the code word, to Melanie, or one of the FC3 board members that will be there. Yep. I know I will be there. Ann will be there. I'm not sure who else will be joining us.
I won't not be there. I'm already,
you're already
scheduled.
I can't take credit for the graphic. Melanie did it. She tweaked the cosplay meetup graphic on Facebook. Basically, I had Simi and her friends in their cosplay as the heading. So she's like, can I tweak it a little bit? Because I made her a co-host or her a host. I'm like, sure, good, do whatever. And so she went back and tweaked it a little bit, and then whatever. I see, I'm not crafty like that.
Thank you, Melanie.
So
and Greg provided.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome.
You'll get a physical raffle ticket for whatever the raffle thing is. So
next graphic, boom. You've seen this one before. Flower City Comic Con itself, the big show, the really big show, September 13th to 15th on 2024. The Total Sparks Experience in Gates on Elm Grove. Follow us on Facebook, like us on, never mind. You get the idea.
No, Chrissy, there really hasn't been a Juno sighting yet.
There has not been a Juno sighting. Nobody has missed a Juno sighting. And yes, Sierra, we've gone back to where we originally were. It is a 2.5, 3-day show. People are asking for you. Do you want to come over here and say hi? Come here. Come over here and say hi.
Our ears go up.
Yeah, the way the ears go. Ready? She knows. Wow. And now you have your puppy sighting. There she is. Dun, 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 dun. So there. She is getting big. We got to start going on more walks now. The weather's good. So.
Yeah, I have opted not to take her for a walk right now.
She wants to kiss you.
I know, because when I've come over on a Friday before gaming and things like that, when it's nice, I want to take her for a walk.
Yeah, but
I know
in your
if
current
you
injured
found
status,
that
it would not be wise. She would pull you around.
Sarah, the first couple of years for FC3, we had like a Friday night launch party. So that's where the third day came into. It was a couple hours on a Friday night.
We stopped doing it because it became infeasible. Really,
yeah.
When COVID hit, it made things very difficult for us to keep doing 3 for the time being. But we're going to go back to 3. We're going to have the vendor floor is going to be open on a limited basis on Friday night. We're going to have comic vendors that'll be available. We're going to have a cosplay dating game that will be followed by a cosplay dance party, and I will be dungeon mastering a D&D one shot for some local folks and maybe not so local folks. We're working that, but that'll be happening in the gaming area because they're not letting me
partial day.
They're not letting me play on a stage.
6 to 10. Everyone's out by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're kind of wrapping up at like 9:30 and shooing people out the door. It's like we don't care where you go after 9:30. You
don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yes, that type of thing. We love you dearly, but we got to kick everybody out because we have to be there bright and early next day. That type of thing. So, but
that's a thing.
As I said, I told everyone, I'm like, yes, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah, Friday evening.
Mm-hmm. Ann and I will be comic chicking not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, the 22nd, from Melanie Muses.
Yay! That's wonderful. That'll be fun.
You might have to come over and infiltrate also. And
will that'll be Wednesday night and the 22nd?
Night, yeah.
Maybe I will. Who knows?
Greg needs at least something to help offset the 3 women that will be in the house.
That is a lot of estrogen.
And then Chloe, and then Daisy, and then
the puppies,
and Kaylee, Callie, and
that's
Loki, and Muser, and
et cetera, et cetera.
I don't know I can't remember the last cat's name. That's one.
Louis. Garfield.
No, it's Louis.
Louis. I thought Louis was a dog.
No, it's Chloe and Daisy are the dogs.
Okay. What do I know?
I don't know.
I know nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing. All right, friends, that's all we've got this week. So starting next week, hopefully you'll start seeing the actual announcements start to trickle through. Mm-hmm. And we will let you know as things unfold. And therefore... Louis is the grumpy cat.
Oh. Right. And probably looking at next Monday to kind of give our thoughts on this past weekend's Doctor Who.
Right.
Right. Gives people a chance to watch it this week.
We're always going to give people about a week to watch the episode before we talk about it. All right. And if you haven't watched it so far, catch up on Star Trek Discovery Season 5. And if you have never watched it, catch up on Star Trek Strange New Worlds because it's amazing. And
watch the Glee episode.
Watch more than the Glee episode. Is what I'm saying. I only watched the Glee episode. Sherlock, come on.
Hello, I've got Moonrise Towers to take down. Thank you.
Yes, you have a Baldur's Gate addiction. That might be my fault. All right, friends, that's enough for us. She's got to get home so she can continue playing Baldur's Gate.
I don't know if I'm going to play tonight.
You know, you're going to put the feet up and relax. That would be a nice change of pace. I would appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, considering I played Baldur's Gate from about
14 hours over the weekend.
2 o'clock yesterday afternoon to like 11:30.
Mm-hmm. I can't.
You can't fault me for that.
Can't fault because I've done the same. I've done worse.
And then when you put the new RAM in my computer on Saturday, no sooner than you left until 8 o'clock.
You played.
I played.
How's the computer running?
Oh my God, so much faster.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. You're welcome. Glad that worked out. All right, friends, you guys have a great week. Have a safe week. We will talk to you again next week. Gotta go, bye.